the HDFC stock, one of the sterling gainers today, rising by 5% after the company raised money so cheap, 10,000 crore rupees, half by debt, half by equity, raised rather cheaply. My colleague Ritu Singh is waiting by with more details. Ritu.
Lata, we completely understand why the investors are so excited. 10,000 crore rupees is what HDFC is going to raise. 5,000 of which, as you mentioned, will be raised by a NCD issue, and the remaining 5,000 crores, or maybe upwards of it, will be raised by the issue of warrants. So there was a simultaneous offering of both these NCD and warrants. There were 36.5 million warrants that were issued at a price of 14 each, with an exercise price of about 14.75. Remember that 14 rupees that was initially paid by all these investors will not be adjusted in that 14.75 rupee price. So in the next 18 to 36 months, there's another 5,000 crore rupees that HDFC will raise, which will take the sum to over 10,000 crore rupees. Of course, we spoke to the management earlier on what the deployment of these funds will be like. So the 5,000 crore rupees that will be issued immediately, because that will be raised immediately by way of these NCDs, will be used for normal business purposes, which is primarily lending for HDFC, but the remaining part of the money may be used for various other purposes. The most two important ones from them being the deferred tax liability that HDFC has to pay, remember, in the next 3 years. So that has to be paid out of the special reserves that have been made, but to maintain the capital adequacy, HDFC may have to raise additional funds, and some of these funds may be used for that. And more importantly, when HDFC Bank did a QIP of 10,000 crore rupees earlier in the year, HDFC had not participated, as a result of which its holding in the bank had fallen marginally, and we understand from the management that HDFC wants to maintain its holding in the bank to above 20% levels, and as soon as that, if that dips to below those levels, it may want to raise stake in the bank. So right now it's above 22% levels, but if there is a further fundraising by HDFC Bank, HDFC will use some of the money raised by way of this NCD and warrants to up its stake to above 20% levels. So those are the broad purposes for which this fund has been raised.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Ritu. Well,